So my 7-year-old stepson, Chase, I consider him my son, was diagnosed with ADHD in grade 2. He wasn't like most kids who'd goof off sometimes. Sure, but they'd also sit in their seat and follow directions. Chase was always getting timeouts, always getting into trouble, because he couldn't control himself. Early on, it affected him having friends. He couldn't stop himself from reacting physically if a kid was mean to him. He would hit other kids and lash out. We just thought he's a rambunctious little boy. We didn't know much about ADHD. I honestly thought that my family was just going to have to accept his behavior, and our family's everyday struggles were what they were. I've cried many tears of fear and sadness and frustration for my little boy. We went through months of assessments and therapy sessions before Chase was finally diagnosed with ADHD. The therapist had him evaluated for different learning disorders as well, and involved his teacher in the interviews to get the best idea of how he was behaving. The time it took to get the diagnosis was very frustrating, but I get that it's better to do a thorough job once than to make a wrong decision and a diagnosis. When medication was suggested, it was really hard to convince his dad. Who wants to put their kid on medication, he'd say. But thank God for it. You can tell when it kicks in. He goes from bouncing up and down and not following directions. He can't even complete simple tasks without nagging and nagging, to being more focused and calm. He even can clean up his toys without being asked sometimes. Otherwise, he's the same kid he's always been, fun and friendly and goofy. He's just better able to focus and to keep on top of things. Our fears about putting him on medication were squashed. We've also learned things we can do as parents to help Chase. Like we now keep a very strict schedule as a family. We reward him with praise and sometimes fun family outings when he follows the rules. It's a whole different world for us now.